if you're going to make that stage. And Adam, don't cripple over the price. We need those water wagons bad.
I'll do the best I can. Have them back here in a couple of days. Have a good trip.
Our grandpappy had the power, friends. You give it to my pa, and my pa give it to me. It's a potent power, I tell you. It's a power to knock old Satan knuckle loose from that sky and bring the velvet touch of water to this here parched land. Gentle drops to make your fields green again. Blessed moisture to fill those wells and wrench this evil dust and heat from the air. Now, folks, I'm going to rest tonight. As soon as your neighbors up the street get finished making arrangements for me, I'm going to go to work. I'd take a last good look at that blazing chariot up there. Tomorrow night, you're going to all be stomping in the mud and shouting thanks to Tulsi Weems.
Oh, Ben, you're just the man we want.
I am? For what?
Oh, you'll know soon enough and be just as glad as the rest of us. Come on.
Well, there's another 5. We don't need much more.
Here he is, boys. Now we can swing it. Ben's got as big a stake in this as the rest of us. He'll kick in.
Well, sounds like money talk to me, Abe. Like maybe you fellas want me to buy something, huh?
Water, Ben. Water. Since the drought, our town's become church mouse poor, Ben, and we all dug deep. Providence led this man to our town, Ben. And he ain't trying to gouge us either. Just $30 from you, and we'll have the 200 he's asking.
And he's ready to go to work right now and end this drought.
Now, hold on there. You boys thinking of hiring that rainmaker out there, the one I saw his wagon a minute ago?
You should have been here to hear him talk. That man's got the power, I tell you.
Well, Van, I'd say that this long dry spell we've been having has addled your thinking. But do you remember that spellbinder that was out here last winter? That medicine man, the one with the big voice and all those fancy bottles? You fellas thought he had the power, too, and you bought every bottle he'd sell you. Oh, Fred, did it cure your arthritis? What about you, Abe? Did it fix up your gout? You fellas want to waste money you can't afford. That's your business, but count me out.
That horse needs water, and these horse troughs are all dried up. Tell you what, go on down to the livery stable. I'll give you a bucket for a nickel. Tell them we'll pay him just as soon as that committee gets here with my money. We got her made, Juby.
Sure, Pa. You can do anything.
Don't fret, child. Old Pa's finally got himself a job of work. We're going to have money so I can get you some nourishing broth. Real bed with cool sheets down to the hotel. Maybe even a little doll to help you get better. We're going to set old Satan back on his heels. That's what we're going to do.
You know that thermometer says 98 degrees?
Yeah, it's hot. Oh, I got 4 more bags, and I'll give you a hand, will you?
Ben, you wouldn't want to kill off the town sheriff, would you? Now, I got to conserve whatever strength I got to keep law and order in town.
Oh, Roy, that's just about the weakest excuse I've ever heard.
Well, that's coming from a weak man. Ben, if it don't rain soon, I feel like I'm going to shrivel up to nothing.
Well, that's funny. That isn't the way I heard it over at the saloon. The way they told it to me, you were tucking away so much beer that you could keep a brewery in business. Tell you what, you help me tote these and I'll buy you a beer.
Are you trying to bribe the law? But I am a weak man. I said it, so shall we make it 2 beers? Huh?
2 beers. You be careful you don't melt away, Roy, working so hard.
Look yonder. Here comes that rainmaker who looks mad enough to bite his bike in half.
Fellow down the street pointed you out to me. He said that you was Ben Cartwright. You owning up to that?
Yeah, I'm Ben Cartwright.
Well, I just wanted to gauge a spell on the kind of a man that would snatch the food from a sick little girl and cheat a man out of an honest day's job.
Now, hold on there. What are you talking about? What little girl?
My little girl, my little Mary Beth. Her racked with fever she is down there, needing care. Her poor mother trying to tend to her in a stifling furnace of a wagon.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
You're sorry, them empty words, mister. You're just mean, plain, miserable mean. You got spite and venom in your heart.
Now you look here.
Name is Weems. I'm from Tennessee, mister, the Big Smokies. And I think poorly on a man. I tell him right straight out to his face, not like you. Telling those men I'm some kind of a quack and a cheat and a figure.
Now you look here. We've had just
a minute, Roy. Just a minute. I said those words, yeah. But I didn't mean them in any personal sense. I was just trying to explain the way I...
Oh, you explained fine, just fine, mister. They was all set to hire me till you come sticking in with your mealy-mouthed, penny-pinching gabble.
Now, look, Weems, or whatever your name is, I don't believe in rainmakers. I don't believe there's a man in the world can dredge water out of a sky that doesn't want to give it. If I thought there was, I'd bet my last dollar on him.
You're wrong, mister. You're dead wrong. Now I can make them heavens open up. I can make the thunder and the lightning. I can flood this land with life-giving rain. I got the power, mister. You better believe that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Weems. I just don't believe it. But I'm also sorry that you have a sick child and you can't take care of your family. We'll have some rain a couple of days, and if we do, then there'll be plenty of work for everybody. Honest work. Maybe this help tide you over till then.
Hill people, mister. Hill people don't take the insult of charity from no man.
Mister, we don't allow no gunplay in this town.
I wasn't really gonna shoot. Old devil got a hold of me for sure. I wasn't gonna shoot.
You're gonna come down to that jail and cool off. Now, come on.
Roy, what's the point? Man has a family to take care of.
His family's going to be a sight better off with him in jail. He ain't got a dime. You heard him say so yourself. And in this case, the town will pay for good food and a place for them to sleep until I decide to let him out of jail.
Well, they're mountain folks, too, Ma and the kids. They don't take charity either here.
Now, we'll see about that. Come on. Oh, Ben, I'm in luck. I was afraid maybe you snuck out of town before you bought my beer.
Oh, no, I was going to drop by your office.
You were?
Yeah, you forgot something.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't loaded.
I didn't think it was.
You know, Roy, I always thought you were kind of a soft-hearted old coot.
Well, what have I done now?
You didn't lock up Weems.
Well, I sure did. He's locked up right now, and that's where he's going to stay until he gets some sense into his head.
What about his family?
I sent Clem out to see that they was put up at the hotel, and the town is going to have to foot the bill.
Roy, you might have Doc Crane look in on the little girl. You know, Weems said she was kind of sick.
Ben, I already sent for the doc. Now, if you got any more sage advice for this poor old stupid sheriff, I'm listening.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have.
Oh, you have?
Get yourself a beer and cool off.
That's just what I intended to do. 2 of them, in fact.
Cal, a couple of beers for a good friend, the sheriff here, and put them on my account. Oh, and Cal, 2 beers.
2.
Oh, Clem.
Not bad.
Roy tell you I was buying. You better put another beer on my account for Clem here.
Roy,
Yeah.
something happened out there and you ain't gonna like it.
Now, it's too hot for riddles. What is it?
I tried to do what you told me, but they just up and left. That Weems kid, Juby, nice as pie, I talked to him. All of a sudden, the little varmint kicked at me. He spit at me. Called me a whole bunch of names. They jumped in the wagon and they was gone.
Well, don't come running to me. Get on your horse and go after him. There's a sick child in that wagon.
But I did. I couldn't have been more than 5 minutes behind him, and you know. You know that wagon ought to have been a cinch to follow out there in that dust. It was as if the earth swallowed him up. There wasn't nary a trace.
Have a beer.
Thanks, Roy.
Yes? Hold it a minute, old man. Old horse is gonna help you. Here you go. Enjoy it while you can. I may not be none tomorrow night.
If that tub were any bigger, I might climb in there with him.
Hi, Paul. Couldn't sleep either, huh?
With that thing's croaking, there's no use trying.
How long is it gonna last, Paul? How long?
You aren't asking, horse. You're just hoping like the rest of us.
Like when I was a young'un, I used to ask about that red wagon for Christmas. I wasn't asking. I was hoping. Check that south water hole today, Paul. Dry as a powder house.
I ran into Mr. Olmsted this afternoon. He thanked me for those 3 barrels of water you toted over to this place this morning.
Figured as long as it ain't gonna rain, we might as well all go together. Ain't no use in going one at a time. Besides, homesteads have got them 5 little young'uns.
Well, when Adam gets back with those water wagons, we'll be able to get some water out of the lake and make it easier for everybody. Might as well get up to bed. It's no warmer there than it is here. And if you don't cut out that croaking, I might just pull the plug on you.
Listen, Paul.
Listen, I have to stuff my ears with cotton not to hear that green friend of yours.
No, not the frog. Listen. You hear that? That's what I'm hearing. Hear it?
Sounds like it's come from the barn. You're Juby Weems. Sheriff sent you to the hotel. What are you doing here?
Sheriff sent us no place. Hill folk don't take handouts.
This is my barn. Isn't that a handout?
Ain't no such thing. You owes us something, mister. I figure you owes us a place to stay until Pa can get us.
Now, wait a minute, little fellow.
Boss, I'm not going to argue as to what I owe you, son. But the barn is no place for your sister and your mother. And we got plenty of room in the house with soft beds and good food.
No, that'd be charity.
Now, son, your sister needs a doctor.
I won't have no flatland doctor pawing over Mary Beth with his dirty fingers.
And you get. You stick your nose in here again and I'll blow it off. You hear?
Gal in there needs some decent care and a decent bed, not in that stifling barn on a pile of lumpy hay. That kid in there, he's crazy. You don't know what he's doing. I can jump him easy, boy, and get that little gal out of there and give her the kind of care.
I'm going to the town to get Doc Crane.
But, Paul,
don't argue. And stay away from that barn. Hoss, the little girl in there. I saw it back east. It's typhoid fever.
Who is it?
It's Ben Cartwright. I've got to see Dr. Crane. I'm sorry to have disturbed you at this time of night, Mrs. Crane.
My husband isn't here, Ben. He left this morning for Perrysville. There was a mine accident.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm sorry, but he was needed. It's not one of your boys.
Oh, no. It's a little girl. I think she's got typhoid fever.
Typhoid?
Well, I'm sorry to disturb you. Thank you. Good night.
Okay, Joe, let her go.
Let old Hoss do the worrying for both of us, will you?
Ma'am, there's no purpose serving you sitting out here. I'll fix you a cup of coffee. How about you, boys? Something to eat, maybe? Say, bacon, eggs, toast, and coffee.
I ain't hungry here. And even if I was starving, I'm hill people. And we don't take handouts.
Of course, that all depends on how you look at it. I think there's a big difference between a handout and a helping hand. One may be charity, but the other one's friendship.
Friend? That big hulk you call a brother sneaks into the barn and steals my sister.
Come on now, boy. You make it sound like the worst bunch of low-living varmints that ever crawled. Look, you've got to admit your sister's a lot better off upstairs in that bed than she was sleeping out in the barn on a stack of hay.
Ma was taking care of her fine.
Was your ma getting her fever down like Hoss is?
I hates the thought of that big ox up there. Him and his big clumsy hands, prodding it up, pulling over...
Big maybe, but not clumsy. Sure, I've seen him bend a horseshoe with those hands. But I've also seen him pick up a hummingbird just as gentle as a feather.
I got half a mind to go up there and take my sister away from him.
Why don't you just rest easy for a while? If anybody can pull your sister through, it's that big ox who's up there right now.
Little lamb. Everything's gonna be fine, you hear? You're already a heap better than you were. When you get to where you can really hear me, I might even sing you a ditty or something.
Morning, Ben. Say, you're an early bird. Gonna be another hot one.
Listen, Roy. I gotta talk to your prisoner. I want you to hear what I have to say.
Well, all right, Ben. Come on. Wing? Wing. Guard right here wants to talk to you.
I said it yesterday, mister. You got a glib tongue. You know the words that can cut up a man's life. What words you gonna slice me with today?
I came here to tell you something about your little girl.
You got something to tell me, you spit it out.
Well, last night I found out that Mary Beth is... Well, she's sicker than even you think her. There's no use beating about the bush. She has typhoid fever.
Typhoid fever? Ben, this is really bad news.
Yeah.
Typhoid, what's that? What's this typhoid? Mary Beth's gonna be all right, is she?
Typhoid is a very serious disease, even in a strong man. To say nothing of a little girl like yours.
You better let me out of here, Sheriff. Mary Beth needs me.
Now, easy now. See, she's at the Ponderosa. I'm afraid you won't be able to see her, though.
You're talking nonsense. If she's there, I'm going to see her.
Well, you don't understand. See, my son... Roy, you have no choice.
All right, Wayne. Get your belongings. Ben, let me get this straight. You're telling me that your boy Hoss locked himself up in his room with that little girl and he ain't about to come out until she makes a turn for the better?
Yeah, he sort of beat me to it. Somebody had to do something to help Mary Beth, and well, Hoss just up and did it.
Well, does he know that she's got the typhoid?
That's why he's got the door locked. Won't let anyone in.
Well, ain't he scared?
Well, sure he's scared. So am I.
You mean this Hoss, this boy of yours, might catch typhoid fever from my little girl?
He might. Doctors don't rightly know how it spreads.
And he's still bent on sticking with her? Trying to save her?
Yeah.
It's the devil's work, that's what it is. It took away the water and he's brought the hot blast of vengeance to this blighted land. See, that's what that fever is. Fever that's twisting and torturing her. It's the curse of Satan.
Yeah.
Cartwright, I'm gonna teach that devil a lesson. I'm gonna choke off the hot, flaming breath. And I'm gonna do it with clean, pure water.
Mr. Weems, that ain't gonna help your little daughter none.
Now, when I bring rain, cool rain, it's gonna put Lucifer on the run. It'll kill the fiery touch, kill the fever flaming inside her. What'd be the nearest hill with a fair to middling bulge in it?
Well, I'd say that Connell's Hill, wouldn't you? About 3 miles south of here?
Yeah, that'd be about right.
I'll get my wagon.
Roy, why don't you take Tulsa right onto Canals Hill, and I'll fetch his wagon for him.
Yeah, that's better. I can get working faster.
Yeah. Listen, keep him away from my house, will you? There's nothing he can do there anyway, and just might mean more trouble.
Who knows, though? He might be able to bring rain. He thinks he can.
Well, yeah, he might be. This way, at least. He'll be out of the way, and he'll be doing something, and might make him feel as if he's helping.
All right, Ben.
Listen here. Little one, you're gonna be all right, you hear? You just listen to old Hoss.
No great cook, but I can make sandwiches. Here. Now, look, boy, if you don't eat, you're going to collapse from hunger. And you're not going to be able to keep an eye on us low-life Cartwrights. Look, it's not charity. You're going to work after you eat. So you don't think us Cartwrights are going to give anything away, do you?
Well, maybe you're pulling something, and maybe you ain't. But you made a deal, and I'm calling you. You set that there grub on the ground and back off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
Glad to give you a hand.
Oh, I gotta do it. All right, Beth. How is she?
Yeah, well, she's doing as well as can be expected.
Where's Juby? Didn't come to watch his paw?
Juby wouldn't budge. He's just sitting by my house, hanging on that squirrel gun, and says he'll shoot a horse if Mary Beth, well, if anything happens.
When Juby done an evil thing, you should have jumped him, took away his gun.
Boy's trying real hard to be a man. If I was to jump him and take that gun away from him, it'd make him feel like he was still a child. He won't do no harm.
You know, I was wrong about you, mister. You got a heart. You got a feeling for things.
Well,
I'm gonna prove you was wrong about me.
Easy, son.
Sneaking varmint, I ought to blow your head off.
For what? I was just bringing you some lemonade.
Mary Beth. Dear God.
Hey, Joe. Joe, send me up another bucket. Mary Beth's feeling real bad.
Right.
You better understand this, mister. My little sister dies. So does he.
Sweetie, everything's gonna be all right. You wait and see. It's gonna be just fine. And listen to the horse now. You hear? You know what that is? That's thunder. You know what thunder thunder means, it means it's gonna rain. Maybe the rain will cool the temperature down. Take some of the fever out of that poor little old body of yours.
Knock you out of that sky, Satan. I'm gonna boot you out and send you back down below where you belong.
Hey, did I just hear thunder?
That ain't thunder, that's cannon fire.
Cannon what?
He's a-doing it, Ma. Pa's up there in the hills a-kicking the devil out of the sky, whomping up a rainstorm. Look at there. Pa's really shaking up that sky.
Well, I admit it makes a lot of noise and it looks right pretty, but you don't think all that commotion's really gonna bring rain, do you?
What do you know about it, mister? Them rockets is made a secret way.
Oh.
Hey, Joe?
Yeah?
Send me up some dry sheets.
I never saw anything like it.
He really thinks he can make it rain.
Well, Ben, after watching him work and all, ain't it ever occurred to you that just maybe he could be wrong?
Oh, Roy. Nothing's going to convince me that a lot of colored powder and rockets and explosions are going to bring rain.
Oh, now, there could be something to it. Certainly you heard that it always seems to be raining during a big battle. Well, I had an uncle who was in a lot of big ones during the War of 1812, and he recollected how he was just always a-fighting in the mud and downpours every time the big cannons let loose.
More powder.
Not a cloud in the sky.
No, but Ben, give him a chance.
Roy is running out of supplies. He's ready to collapse.
Let me be. Gotta make rain and fire the cannon. That'll do it. Fire the cannon. I need more rockets to blast Satan, to burn him. Didn't have the power when I needed it most, Mr. Cartwright. From Mary Beth.
You tried. All a man can do is try.
I failed. There ain't a speck of a cloud. Oh, Lucifer's laughing and grinning at me for sure. I done fought him. I lost. Easy now, Williams. Easy.
You put yourself through the ringer. Go down to the wagon and rest a spell.
No, I gotta get back to my family. Didn't have no word on Mary Beth?
No. No word.
Well, that's something. Reckon they'd have sent somebody if...
Of course they would.
Ben, I better be heading back to town. Mr. Weems, I sure hope your little daughter gets better, and about going back to jail, well...
Well, go on, Williams. Ponderosa's just over the next hill. You can pick up your cannon and things in the morning.
I'll leave him here. Satan owns him. Won him fair and square.
She's quit whimpering, Juby.
I don't hear nothing, Ma. Nothing at all.
The horse has just got to resting easy, that's all. He's got to quiet it down.
Furnace of Satan has cursed this land. This fever flame's got a hold of my Mary Beth. I tried to beat him off. I was too puny.
Now, look, Tulsa. We're in the middle of a drought. But it's going to rain again. It's nature's way, Tulsa. It's not the hand of the devil.
It's the devil's work, I tell you.
You must need this devil of yours real bad, Tulsa. Real bad. What is he? Someone you blame for your troubles and failures? Is he your easy way out for you?
There you go, using words against me.
Words are a potent power, my friend, if you know how to use them properly.
Well, if the devil can't hear the roar of cannon, he sure can't hear your jabbering.
I aim my voice in a different direction. An ear which can hear the softest whisper, if it's spoken sincerely.
I don't ask nobody to fight my battles. I do my own fighting toe to toe, tooth and nail.
You got pride. Yes, sir. Real fierce mountain pride. Why, even to help Mary Beth, you wouldn't ask for help.
I gotta go back to what I said yesterday. You are just plain mean and spiteful. You want to see me on my knees like some whip puppet groveling and begging? It'd make you laugh, wouldn't it, to see a mountain man praying?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it would make me laugh. Loud and long. Why, I can't imagine anything funnier than to see a real fierce, proud mountain man praying to the Lord to help save his sick child.
Lord, have I been too proud? Have I forgotten you can help me? That you can save my little girl?
We'd best go up to that room. To Mary Beth.
Guess maybe you're not an angel. Angels ain't got whiskers. I like to sleep now.
Okay, Ma. Them were good breakfast victuals, Mr. Cartwright.
Well, thank you.
But like I said, hill folk don't hunker to charity, so I'll get to paying for them.
Oh, come on now, son. You're a guest in this house.
Now, just a minute. Hold on, Pa. He and I made a deal. All right, now the barn needs a good cleaning. You'll find the tools right inside the door.
I'll clean her slicker than a whistle.
Joe, I could have sworn that today was your day to clean that barn.
Hoss, you know what? I believe you're right.
Yeah, well, since you talked yourself out of that little chore, you can help me with mine.
No, that'd be charity, Hoss. Us flatland folk don't go for charity.
Well, how's Mary Beth feeling this morning?
Sleeping right now, but she ate her porridge fine.
She even asked for more.
Well.
Hey, everybody, it's raining outside. Raining!
You don't believe in rainmakers, Mr. Cartwright. It's a mite late, but you'll have to admit I finally came through.
Oh, I believe in a rainmaker, Tulsa. The rainmaker you talked to last night. The one you prayed to help Mary Beth.